All righty, Facebook, YouTube, what's going on? We are live. So what's going on, folks? I'm gonna give folks time to tag who they got to tag. I see we got a couple of viewers online. Do me a favor, if you're in here, and you're watching from someplace in the country. All right, I just got a notification on my phone. We're live. Just send me a quick chat, send me a quick message. Tell me where you're calling from. Give me a name, your city, and let me know that you're ready. Let me know where you're calling from. I'm trying to see if I can see us. I see the numbers starting to populate. Okay. I see it. I see the likes and the loves popping in there. All right. I see Georgia's in the building. All right. El Paso, Texas. That's what's up. That's what's up. Indianapolis is in the building. What's going on, Lee? All right. Jessica from Montgomery is in the building. That's what's going on. Indianapolis, listen, Indiana's in the building. Irvine, Texas. Vonda Bell, what's going on, sis? Javon, what's going on, brother? Atlanta GA is in the building, of course. Okay, cool. That's what's up. It's happening fast. I don't read that. I don't read as fast as Brian does. GA is in the building again. What's going on? Fayetteville in the house. Love that. Love that. All right. Chicago, Illinois. All right, folks, listen, as more and more people come on, we're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. I'll do a quick intro because it's really not about me, but I promise you that this information, it changed my life. I really, really hope that this information can do the same for you. My name is Dana Turnquest. I've been with the company not even a year yet. And it wasn't but so long ago where the whole world shut down and COVID stopped everything. And it had me in a position where I was really looking for something, right? I did everything I was supposed to do. You know, I played the American dream game. My mom told me to go to school, get the grades, did that, go to good school, did that, had multiple degrees, did that, go out there, get that good job, did that, the wife, the family, the picket fence and a dog named Spot, 2.5 kids, right? Did that. The dog's name is Ivy, and we got a privacy fence instead of a picket fence, right? So did everything I was told to do. And even on top of that, my wife and I said, we have to have more than just our 401k. We also want to get some real estate investors. So my wife and I became real estate investors. And we're sitting here trying to put this whole puzzle together, try to put it all together. There was some missing pieces, and then COVID came, and it freaking changed everything. We were landlords, and the government said that your tenants don't have to pay their rent. And our 401k was taking a nosedive. And I quickly found out that this ladder of success that I was trying to climb was on the wrong building. And I got a phone call that summer. And since that phone call, my financial situation has totally changed. Today, we're going to talk about a financial makeover. We're going to talk about how you go from worst to first, from being zero to hero, because my last 10, 11 months since that phone call, my finances have changed. And I have some testimonies also in here because, again, it's not about me. It's about what this can do for whoever's listening. So let's get right into it, because one of the things that was key for me was just understanding the whole idea about the home-based business, right? Here's what I understood. Either we are going to play by these rules or we're going to get played by these rules of the wealthy. During COVID, we saw a lot of this, right? We saw how a lot of folks were either unemployed and waiting for stimulus checks and waiting for this money to hit. And if you're on that W-2 side, you found yourself really limited as far as what you can do. Meanwhile, during COVID, we saw business owners get all type of release, just with forgivable loans, a ton of stuff. Also, on the left side, you see that as a W-2 employee, you get some contributions that you can put in there. You can only max it out at about $7,000. But if you're a business owner, and I started to realize this, you can max out that IRA at $58,000. So I started realizing real easily that I was playing the game the wrong way, right? I was playing the game from the W-2 side, and I had some other investments, and I really needed to play the game from the home-based business side. And the more I understood the road that I was on and how these other 4 roadblocks were just wreaking havoc on my life, the more I understood this through working in this business, it changed everything. Understand, we're all on the same road trying to get to financial freedom. And if we don't understand these 4 roadblocks and how we have to overcome them, then these are the reasons why we're not financially free, financially healthy, financially secure. And if I ask everyone out there right now, what's your biggest expense? Some people will say their kids. Some people will say, their mortgage, their bills, or whatever. By far, it's got to be your taxes, because Uncle Sam takes a third of your money before the ink dries on your check. So you get that job, right? You're playing the American dream, right? You're going for the good job, the good income to help secure your family, and they say congratulations, Mr. Turnquest, you got the job. Come in and do the paperwork. You know what the paperwork is? It's to start putting your money in Uncle Sam's hands, fill out your W-4. It's to start putting your money in the bank's hands so that they can use your money doing something that's called arbitrage, right? So if you give direct deposit, you get the account for free. It's to start with your 401k that's attached to the stock market, and it could do this all over the place. So we get on this road thinking we're working towards a pension plan and retirement and happily ever after. But what we end up doing is we wind up on this road that just leads to disaster if we're not careful. Because here's what I understood and what I learned in the last 10 months, that taxes create the second largest expense that we have, which is debt. And when you think of this, we have all types of taxes. We got income tax, we got federal tax, we got state tax, we got sales tax, we got our alarm tax, we got property tax, we got car tax, we got just because tax, right? After all of that, when so much of your income is taken up, right? If you say I'm a 6-figure money earner and that's my income, actually you're probably about a $70,000 a year income earner. And then the second third of your money gets taken up by debt. And when you think of it, we are used to swimming stuff on credit and on debt. You know what? If you can't afford that nice house, Mrs. Turnquest, don't worry about it. We got payments that you can afford. We can take out a nice 30-year mortgage and get you in the house of your dreams. You like this car? Excellent. This car fits you perfectly. I think it's a beautiful fit for you and your family. We can set you up with payments for the next 60 months. Oh, you know what? This furniture set, I think this would look lovely in your house. You know what? We have interest-free financing for X amount of months, whatever it is, right? And it's debt after debt after debt. It's credit card after credit card. And next thing you know, the second third of your money is already gone. So now instead of being first in line for your money, you're now third or fourth in line for your money. Uncle Sam's first, the banks become second, and now you're third. And here you are trying to put stuff together, trying to figure out how to realize your financial dreams. Now, if that wasn't enough, then we also have big business. Here's the thing. I love to celebrate holidays. I love to use holidays as a way to pull people together, right? We just, May is still here, right? We're about midway through May. Cinco de Mayo just came and went, right? I'm not the least bit Mexican, but did me and my wife go out? Absolutely, because we like to have fun and take care of each other, right? And then we just had Mother's Day. Do you realize every month of the year is some way for big business to come and get your money? So taxes took a third. We put another third in the banks in their systems, and they used our money to make more money. That's called arbitrage. And then we had all of this debt on top of that so that we can live this American dream. And then the last third of our money, big business, is always in our pockets. Because coming up next month, we got Father's Day. Then after that, we have in July, we got the 4th of July, Independence Day. And then come August, you're going to start seeing back to school shopping stuff. And then you have, and also at the end of this month, we have Memorial Day. Don't forget about that. That's like the official start of the business summer. That's when all of the vacations and all these business places and spots open up. And then you have Labor Day. That's kind of the last hurrah of the summer before school and all that kind of stuff happens again. But another day and another month where big business is saying, come spend your money. Then Halloween, which in and of itself is its own industry, right? You're talking about billions of dollars in one day gets spent on all kind of stuff, candy and parties and costumes, just for one day of the year that doesn't have a whole lot of value outside of the whole thrill of it, right? Then you got Thanksgiving, which I love Thanksgiving, but when you started to add Brown Thursday and Black Friday and people have to leave early so they can go stand in line to fight over a TV in front of Walmart, and you had Cyber Monday and Tech Tuesday, and now Thanksgiving became one of the biggest shopping times in the whole year, the whole calendar on that day. And then you got Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, spring break and all that kind of stuff, and then we come right back into May. So when you think about the entire calendar, Uncle Sam, the banks in debt, and then big business, and now you try to figure out where has my money gone. That's how people put together budgets, because they're trying to figure out where their money went. And if that wasn't enough, folks, the last one, which is just a silent income killer for most of us, is inflation. Because when you look at the fact that the cost of goods and services are controlled by these same businesses, if you don't have income that you can control at that same rate, like if you don't have an income that you can raise as prices go up, how do you ever become financially free? You know, as I said, I'm a real estate investor. The price of plywood tripled like within a week or so. Home prices through the roof right now. And who controls that? Big business. So again, if we don't play the game differently, if we don't get out of that W-2 column and get into that home-based business 1099 column where we can start having more control of our income, then we'll never be able to win at this game, you know, with these finances, right? So today, we're going to talk about, and again, we didn't come here for gloom and doom, but today we're going to talk about how we can give people a financial makeover, how we can give ourselves a financial makeover, and how we can share this and really get this movement launched off. Because folks, understand this, we are part of a movement. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but we are part of something called the Extra Digit Movement. And with the Extra Digit Movement and Making Wealth Real Financial, we are helping people to navigate that road to financial freedom. And our group alone, right? We're part of something that's huge, but just our group within that something, we have tons of people who are networkers, we have college students, lawyers, doctors, we have creative types, we have singers, we have parents, you name it, that profession you can find in our team as a part of this movement. The leadership of this movement, you talk about over 100 years of experience and expertise. Already we have the most district directors, which is one of the top positions in the company, and the sisters are crushing it. The first three female regional directors all come from the Extra Digit Movement. We have the fastest people to hit the Millionaire Residual Ring Club. We also have the first and only national director, which is the top position, top money, and the top everything, fastest to do it in every category, Extra Digit. And on top of that, in just the last 12 months, our revenue hit almost $4 million, and it's still growing. So when you look at that, we're part of something major, but imagine being the best team that's part of this major movement that we're in, and that's Extra Digit. Now, when you consider that, then we can't lose. And we're going to talk about what that looks like, because honestly, like I said, when I realized that, I knew I was in the right game. So here's some things that I learned immediately and why I knew I had to get into this home-based business through the Extra Digit Movement, right? When you look at all of the money trends and how we get to where we are and how time is gone, right now the home-based business era is booming. Since COVID happened, a lot of jobs are not going back to with how they were. A lot of companies realized that they thought they needed 1,000 employees and they really only need 200 to really run, and everyone else can work from home. So working from home is now the new business trend. It's now the new trend, and making money from home has become one of the newest things also, right? Huge growth in this industry right now. Here's why. Because right now you can take we have tax advantages that's far surpass everything else. You realize that if you have a home-based business, you unlock 475 different tax advantages and tax breaks. If you don't have a home-based business, you have around 9 to 12 standard deductions that you can use, right? We show people how to hire their kids, how you can use these tax advantages to hire your kids to lower your taxable income that Uncle Sam can come after. And just by doing that, imagine the legacy that you leave for your kid while you teach your kid how this entrepreneur thing works, how this home-based business works, and now you have money that you can leave a legacy with. And we talked about this earlier also, unlimited income. Yeah, Jamal, everyone type that, HBB, that's home-based business. And here's the thing, we already have everything we need to be in a home-based business. If you have a social security number, and you have a home, a house, or an apartment, you are already set up to be a home-based business owner. You don't need anything else. And here's the question. Why doesn't everyone have one? And it's something that we always talk about. Traditional informal education does not teach us all of these things that we're talking about today. And that's why the extra digit movement is so powerful and so needed. If no one ever told you that you have tax advantages just in the stuff that you use that you can write off, like your phone, like your utilities, like your part of your rent, like your mileage, just the fact that you have a certain size vehicle. Because I have a large SUV, I can write off the whole vehicle if it's over a certain amount of pounds. No one told me this stuff in school because I had a very traditional formal education. But now I have unlimited income. I have tax breaks. I have time freedom that we're building. And I get to take control of my financial freedom. So again, the question always becomes, if you can do all of this just by having a 1099 home-based business, why wouldn't you do it? But folks, that's not it. Because on top of all of this that we just talked about, we also help people save, make, and grow their money. Because this home-based business program that we have, we do three things really, really well. We help people save their money by getting some of that money back. So all the stuff we talked about with IRS and the banks and big business, we show people how to get that money back into their pockets. So when I say save, think of rescue. Everyone, do me a favor, in the chat, type rescue my money, right? We're not talking about putting it in banks. That's old school. We're talking about rescuing it. Because right now, 80% plus people are overpaying in taxes. Last year, just in year one, we've helped $500 million be put back into the pockets of our membership. $500 million, $500 million in tax savings got put back into the pockets of our members. We helped shave over 13,000 years in interest money, in interest sent back to our membership. 13,000 years. So if you were in debt for 50 years, we shaved that down to say maybe 5 years. And on top of that, as we put more money back in your pockets, we also help people make money. Every millionaire that you read about has multiple income streams. We show people how to increase their income streams up to 10 new income streams. And on top of that, through the extra digit and making wealth real, we have 10 plus $1 million residual ring club earners. And what that means is we've already helped and close to a dozen people put themselves in a position where residually they're making the same amount of money that someone with $1 million in the bank earning interest off that money, getting paid dividends monthly, would make. And this happens whether they get out of bed or not, right? And they got a nice little shiny ring that goes with it also. But we've helped already close to a dozen people reach that level of life where they're now on the other side of money. They're in that top, 5-10% money earners nationally now as they start to approach that, right? And third, what we help people do is we help people grow their money. So when you have the opportunity to put more money back into your pockets, right? And then you have that extra money that you have, and now you can make more money on top of that through a home-based business. And because of that, now you have a vehicle that you can grow your money. $500 million last year in investments, we helped our members grow. $500 million in 1 year. So folks, real quick, here's how it works. I'm gonna share this with you quickly, and then we're gonna finish up. We have a membership. This membership, everyone type in the chat for me, DFY, done for you, as opposed to DIY. Everyone knows what DIY is. Type in the chat, DFY, done for you. This membership gives us access to experts who do all of the work for us. We have an 800 line. We have 800 number right now where you can call it during business hours. Folks there speak 8 different languages. And on top of that, we have millions of customers, and they can answer just about any tax question you have, right? I mean, again, don't call them for every little thing, but we have a whole system set up: tax reduction, credit restoration, debt elimination, and bill reduction. And then we have some cool stuff that's coming up soon. We're going to share that for another presentation. But understand, this membership alone, it costs you $79 a month, but literally can put hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars per month back into your household. As a matter of fact, I have some friends backstage who want to come up and share their story. So real quick, I'm gonna pull some people up so you can hear their story. Because again, I'm just one person. We have thousands of testimonies that you can go to our Facebook group and see. But I picked some folks who I really love their story. Their story is most empowering. So I'm gonna bring up Miss Anita Patton to the stage. And there she is. There's my sister. What's going on,
Hey,
Miss Patton? How you doing today, sis?
I'm well, Dana. How are you? Just
I'm,
let
I'm
me
excellent. I'm excellent.
listen.
Tell,
You're the
tell,
truth. Can I just say that you are the Michael Jordan of this income shift and this conversation, this makeover, financial makeover? You're
well,
killing
we
it.
got the same barber. We got the same barber for
Thank
sure.
you
That's
so
that's
much.
one thing. So Miss Anita, come do me a favor. Tell folks what this the financial edge product has done for you and your family with these services.
Dana, I'm gonna try to condense this for you, but to start with the money max, which is the tax minimization. All I
Hmm.
did was called on my team of experts. Did I mention I got a team? I got a whole team like Oprah and Tyler Perry that works on my taxes, right? So I uploaded my check stubs, my last year tax return. They sent me back a W-4. All I had to do was turn it into my job. And Dana, it put back $709 a month back into my paycheck. And I didn't have to ask nobody for nothing. Not ask my supervisor for a raise or anything.
Wow, that's excellent. That's excellent. And again, anything else? Because I mean, $700 a month, that's pretty
Oh,
significant.
oh yes, sir. So
And I know you
so
have a pretty good, cool credit testimony also.
oh yes, sir. So I'm a product of my product. I believe in trying things myself before I pass it on to the people I love. So I did I got my team of credit restores, right? I gave them my information. 6 months in less than 2 weeks, my credit score went up 36 points. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Less than 6 months, Dana, are you ready for this? My credit score went up 209 points, and my
Wow.
husband's score went up 159 points. We were able to refinance a home, a rental home, and then guess what? My husband said, "Go find you a home." So we sold our home for top dollars because you know it's a seller's market, and then he put me in a beautiful home. So my credit restoration, my team of experts, they worked on my credit. But not only that, Dana, I got debt elimination, right? I loaded my debt into the system. I paid off $8,500 worth of debt.
Wow. Wow.
Then my creditors had me in debt to 2038. My MWR Financial, I got my thing back. I'll be debt free in October 2024. It shaved out $72,000 worth of interest and 13 years of debt off of my debt. So I'm winning. And Bill Shredder negotiated my cell
Tell about
phone.
everything. Go for it.
Bill Shredder, they negotiated my cell phone bill and it shaved out $129 a month off of my cell phone bill. I'm winning.
Absolutely, absolutely. And folks, do me a favor. If you can type in the chat, we talked about financial makeovers, right? Type in the chat, your before and your after, right? If you had a credit score that was one thing and it went to something else, you had a debt score that was something and went to something. Type that in the chat if you have a before and after in your testimony. I'm gonna bring up someone else while you guys type that. My sister Monifa. What's going on, Monifa? How are you, sis?
I'm well, Dana Dane. Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear, and you look gorgeous out there. Again, real quick. Tell folks what this membership did for you also, in about 60 seconds or so.
All right. Now, this is like the equity of, I don't know, of an ecosystem. And that's what this company is, okay? Because I'm a single parent from Queens, New York. I am a postal worker, and for me, before MWR, my credit score was 644 44 points, and now I'm at a 751. So they took
Oh,
me up
wow.
107 points within 120 days. I'm ecstatic. Because of that, I was able to refinance my home and get an interest rate at 2.7%.
Oh, wow.
Okay, saving me over $34,000 in interest. All right, shall I proceed? Yes, indeed. They gave me a debt elimination date because of that. Now, okay, that mortgage is 30 years. So now they got me getting out in 10 years. I'll be
Wow.
debt free in April 2031. My millionaire date is December 2043, but I could push that up once I start making more money. You get what I'm saying? And bill negotiation, what they did for me over time, over 6 months, $37 I'll be saving on my light bill. I mean, that is like, it's not much, but a penny saved is a penny earned. You know what I mean? And I
Yes,
got one
ma'am.
more thing, which is the biggie for me. Before MWR, I was overpaying taxes, $503 per paycheck. Now I'm getting back into my household $1,006 per month, which is over $12,000 per annum back
Wow.
into my household. Winning.
Listen, and that's powerful. And I'm looking at the chat also. I'm seeing all type of success stories in the chat also. So, folks, make sure you check out the chat as well. But Monifa, that's a powerful testimony. Getting $12,000 back in your pocket annually that you were overpaying the taxes. That's amazing. I'm gonna bring up one more person also, who's a dear friend of mine. I've known him since the '90s, since when I actually had hair. And this brother's a powerful gentleman. And again, his testimony also just rang so true for me because it was very similar to mine as well. So, Mr. Toucan, what's going on, my friend, man? Can you share with these people what this service has done for you, what these experts have been able to do for you and your family?
What's going on, brother, man? Thank you. Ms. Monifa just said it all, man. She kind of stole my thunder there. I'm an IT guy, and I make good money, and I realized I was still living check to check.
Mm,
So I wanted to use my credit cards less. So I got with MWR thanks to you when you stayed on my case, and and I finally took the advice, and the experts recovered $1,000 a month that I was overpaying in taxes, man.
wow.
And that $1,000 made a world of difference. I could use my credit cards less, and now I can pay off some high interest loans that I ended up getting last year. That would have taken me about 3 or 4 years to pay off. I could actually pay them off now in a year.
Wow.
And on top of that, the private reserve account. I had some money in an insurance vehicle for 10 years that was just sitting there that I really couldn't touch, and now I can actually use that money, 5 figures that are being transferred to that PRA. So now I don't have to go get a high interest loan from anybody else. I can give myself a loan on my own money. Can't beat that, man.
Wow. And again, we're going to get into that more. But if you understand
Yeah.
what these folks are saying, especially the last two testimonies, you have someone who made good money. Jato talked about it. He had a really good job, and he still had to live off his credit cards to a certain degree. He still had to go out there and get high interest loans because a lot of people, 6-figure people, are still living paycheck to paycheck out there. So when we start thinking that this business is only for certain people, that couldn't be any less true, right? There are people out there that just broke on a different level. So everyone needs to be able to save, make, and grow their money. There's no one that does not fit that category. Now, here's the difference, and I gotta be totally transparent. If you're looking to capitalize in the biggest way, then you absolutely want to take advantage of our full home-based business ownership opportunity. Right? The membership is cool. For $79, you can have the experts start to help you save your money and put more money back in your pocket. But without the tax breaks that we get as a business owner, some of that money, or a lot of the stories like what you heard Monifa and Jato talk about, may not be as big, because when you unlock those 475 different tax deductions, then you can really put more money back in your household, right? And then you can do other things like hire your kids. And what Jato didn't share with you is, since he's been in this business just for a few months, he's already started to make residual income. He's already unlocked two out of the 10 ways that we get paid, from this business. And we get to do all of that for a one-time fee of $228, right? That sets everything up. And instead of $79 a month, it's $119 a month. So think of this, that additional $40, right? From $79 to $119, that $40 is our business cost. And then we have the experts who are working to do all this type of stuff. J-To talked about some stuff about growing your money. We're going to talk about that in a second. But just know, for one time, 228, 119 a month, you can have everything you just heard and then more. Because here's the other part of it that we didn't talk about yet. Here are now multiple streams of income. Understand this. If this thing is working for you and you have an opportunity to do a financial makeover for you and everyone that you love, and you share this and they go through you and your website, every time a person goes to your website and says, I want the services, you're going to get $40. Every time they come to your website and want to become a business partner, you're going to get $50. If you do this with speed and quickness like J-To did, you're going to get a momentum bonus, and they're going to give you an additional $150 if you get 3 people joining your team in the first 30 days. And then if that duplicates 2 more times, you'll get $450 and then an additional $900 for a total of $1,500 in your first 90 days of business on top of all the other bonuses. Then we have stuff like leadership bonuses and we have check matches. Just know this first page right here, it's all about when you do something, you get paid. No waiting till next week, 2 weeks. You get a job and you come in on the wrong week and you got to wait additional week to get paid. No, you do something here, you get paid. Do it again, you get paid. Do it again, you get paid. Then when you start to build a team, when they do stuff, you get paid. And when you get paid, when it happens. So just know that now we're talking about leveraging the other people. J. Paul Getty said it best. He said, I'd rather make 100%, I'd rather make 1% off of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. Once you start building a business team, you now have an opportunity to leverage the efforts of others, right? So you start talking about that leadership bonus, those 10s, 20s, up to $75, you're going to start seeing those things pop up in your check every time it happens. Imagine this. You refer some people to a job, right? We're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. You refer them to work at your company through whatever, right? And you get a referral bonus for them coming in. Imagine on top of that, you also got 25% of what they made. Imagine when they refer other people, you also got bonuses and leadership bonuses also. That's how this works. It's all about scaling. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, because there's always more, we also get residual income. We have something called a luxury vehicle and mortgage bonus that starts at $500, goes all the way up to $3,000. We have a presidential bonus that starts at $500, goes all the way up to $100,000 per month. We have a presidential match of 50% of what the presidential bonus is. We have residual customer bonuses, which means every person, whether they're a business partner, whether they're a customer, you're going to get paid every time they pay their $79. And then we have one of my favorites, which is the daily guarantee, right? So every single day, how do you know you're getting your money? Every single day we get text messages that come in every single day at 5 o'clock or 5 o'clock Eastern, right? And I get this message every single day. I don't know if you can see that. My camera's okay. So every single day I get that message. $30 a $30 a day, and I get leads that come in from there also. And here's why that's important. My wife and I are real estate investors. In order for a successful investment property is around $1,000 a month in income, right? I'm getting $900 for a $228 investment as opposed to getting $900 for a $250,000 investment. I'd rather work harder with this 228 thing than the 250,000. It's just easier. It's just math, right? And when you understand that we also get all these other bonuses that run concurrently, they add up with that daily guarantee. There's so many ways to make money in this business. And when you add that to the next category, because now we talked about saving money, we've shown you how you can make money with this business just by building it and scaling it, just by sharing it, because that's all we do is expose people to this. We expose people to Zooms, we expose people to YouTube, we expose people to Facebook Lives, and people make up decisions themselves. We don't convince, we do strategies over sales, and people make up their mind. And then once you start getting some of that money back into your household, and you start making money with Making Wealth Real and EDM, extra digit movement, then we'll show you what to do with that money. J-To talked about a private reserve account. Imagine becoming your own private bank. We have land banking. Imagine being able to invest in land that's in the path of growth. And you see where it says coming soon? We pre-launched in April our real estate ventures. We all now have the opportunity to become capital contributors and invest in flipping, investing, buying and selling of real estate. We have a fire landlord program that's coming up right now. And again, absolutely, Teresa, all we do is expose. So you can expose someone to the fire landlord program, make money. That's going to be a whole different stream of income. That's going to be a whole avenue of growing your money. So you can become your own bank, invest in a private reserve account, which is an insurance vehicle, which as the market does this, our money will do this and this and this and this and this, because in that insurance vehicle never goes down with the market. And anytime I need that money, I just take out a loan of my own money, which is what Jay was talking about. I no longer need to go to a bank because I have become my own bank. Land banking, buying land. Southern California, one of the most overpopulated parts of the world, but definitely the United States. We have land at wholesale that we're going to sell off at retail in the next 6 to 10 years at top dollar. Last year, folks who purchased land in that area had almost a 40% growth of their money last year. And folks, I can keep going on and on and on. The real estate stuff is going to blow people away. Here's what I'll tell you this, right? I'm finishing up right now. We have a system. When you join the extra digit movement, you are joining a system that has decades and decades of tried and true ways to do this business. We have weekly overviews. We have a whole online training library. We do private virtual sessions. Everyone who's brand new, they pull together their small group of folks who want to see this, and we do private virtual sessions for those people. And we do some type of training also. And then we have quarterly events, right? We actually have a training tonight at 9:30. There's a powerful training. If you want to really see how this business is done, and I was hoping to see the slide there, I'm gonna pull it up right here. We have two powerful trainings. Cornelius is a powerhouse. And we also have, we'll pull up the flyer. Because they're not, so I'm gonna tell you this. If whoever sent you to this webinar tonight, ask them for the link for tonight. Anyone can show up, whether you're a member or whether you're a guest. Tonight is going to be how we use one of our key tools to build this business, how we get to the other side of money. And they're going to break it down strategically at 9:30. And then on Saturday, there it is. Thank you. Shana Rollins, always on time. There we go. So again, this is happening at 9:30 tonight. Text the person, the link is right there on it. It's incomeisYourOutcome.com, right? The password is cash flow at 9:30. Log into that, log into this training, because these two powerhouses are going to break down how we stop leaving money on the table. And if you want to know how to get some of that money back and not leave any more money on the table, come back to the Zoom link. It's not going to be on Facebook. This is a private meeting for invite only, but tonight you get invited and use that link. And if you don't have it, go back to the person who invited you, because that's going to be powerful. And then we have something even more powerful on Saturday. We have all of our regionals doing a Super Saturday training. And that info I just learned about that today. So that info is still to come. But just understand, folks, you're part of a system. You're part of a system that has all these different trainings. And all you have to do is decide. Decide whether you are in or whether you're out. Whether you want to be in as a member and just have the services and just start to save and rescue your money, or whether you want it all. Whether you want to start to save, make, and grow your money. Whether you want the car bonus, whether you want the presidential bonus, whether you want the daily pay, whether you want the 25% check match, whether you want the momentum bonus, whether you want to get paid every time a customer or rep goes to your site, whether you want all 475 different tax breaks, whether you want to hire your kids. If you want it all, investing in real estate as a capital contributor, land banking, private reserve accounts, if you want it all, then you need to be a number one. Text the person right now. If they're here, say, hey, listen, I'm a number two, I want the services, or I'm a number one, I want it all. And if you're a number one or a number two, come to tonight's training at 9:30. It's 9:11 right now. We're done in the next 60 seconds. Log off in that 20 minutes, go sign up, go get apped up, as we say, get what you need so that you can take advantage of the information at 9:30 so that you can get to the other side of money. So we can start having those generational wealth conversations. So we can start talking about cooperative economics. And I'll tell you this, right? If someone is saying, listen, I don't know if I got the 228, that means you need to come in at 228. If me at 50 years old, if I could tell someone I can't afford 228, then I need to be in this business. If you're telling folks, I don't know if I have the time, there's nothing at your job is going to give you more time. You need to do this business. And just understand that. Is this one of those things? Yeah, this is one of those things. It's one of those things you better jump on before you get left behind. So at 9:30 tonight, we're going to show you exactly how to make this thing rock and roll. If you have any questions, bring them to the training. And I hope I gave you enough so that you can make a great decision for yourself. So I look forward to seeing you at 9:30 tonight. And I look forward to seeing you at our Saturday training. Once again, my name is Dana Turnquest. I appreciate the opportunity to come and share this with you. I hope you got what you came for, and I will see you on the other side. Take care, good people.